I'm Tom Green. Welcome back. Well, what good is a sports car in a blizzard? How many home runs would a major leaguer hit using a wiffle bat? Would Lance Armstrong have won 7 Tour de France races on a mountain bike? Well, automobiles, baseball bats, and Lance Armstrong don't have the slightest thing to do with electrical training and education. But the point is, you need the right tool to do the job the right way, especially in electrical construction. The NJATC, that's the NECA IBEW team's training arm, well, it's in the midst of a shift to their core curriculum. That's to assure owners and end users that the thousands of graduates of their programs possess the most important tools of all, their minds. With more on that is ETV's Dom Geritano. Hey, Dom.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Good.
You know, you're right. The most important tool IBEW electricians have is knowledge of the trade. It's polished and perfected over 5 years of in the classroom and on-the-job training. And for knowledge to grow, training must evolve, not along with the industry, but ahead of it, leading the way. For more than 70 years, NECA and the IBEW have used a traditional way to turn apprentices into journeymen. It has worked without fail for those 70-plus years. But it's the 21st century, and just like everything else is changing, so too must the model of apprenticeship. Out of these old times comes a new shift, the NJATC core curriculum. It's a novel program to make the best apprentices into the best journeymen and electricians. It's a 5-year program that will allow for every NECA IBEW electrician to have core competencies in conduit, DC theory, transformers, codes and practices, and more, as well as allow for the specialization that different areas of our country need to remain competitive in this evolving marketplace. The result is that contractors get the best employees and customers get their jobs done fast and efficiently. Let's take you through the new plan. Let's say I'm a new apprentice. First on my plate is boot camp. I'm a bit apprehensive, but I'm ready to get down to work. Now, how's my JATC going to provide me with the tools I need to get started?
With the boot camp, we're able to get them tool identification, material identification, some basic skills, so when they go to our job sites, first of all, they're more productive, they're more safe, and they understand the responsibility they have, and then we can quickly determine their ability to grow into the trade.
You have persons that enter the program and start day one and they're ready to go to work. Through the boot camp, they've had preliminary exposure to tools and terms and methods of construction and things like that, so that they are ready to go to work first day.
Throughout the first year, with the boot camp and industry awareness experience, as well as the first year application hands-on training experience, our first year apprentices are clearly more productive than ever before.
So I finally know the difference between conduit and a transformer. I'm ready to hit the ground running. I can be a help to my employer and the journeyman who will be teaching me the hands-on skills I'll need to do the best job for the customer. But I'll also need to be able to impress my JATC director and instructors in my first 2 years, when I'm learning the core curriculum things that every NECA IBEW electrician knows. How are they going to turn me from a greenhorn into the best electrician around?
One of the most important parts of core curriculum is a basic fundamental set of skills that are taught early in the apprenticeship to help our apprentices to be more productive and better meet the needs of our customers in the electrical industry.
By using core curriculum and the rollout of core curriculum, there's the ability for a local area to really deeply dive into a particular topic, and now we're able to get all of the lessons on a particular course and the opportunity for an apprentice to gain a certification at the end of the course that they might have had to come back as a journeyman to get.
We can be very confident that every apprentice in the jurisdictions has a certain core. They have basic skills that are equally across the board from coast to coast.
In the 3rd, 4th, and 5th years, here's where the change is really happening. What used to be a standard program that would teach me blueprints, code calculation, and more theory is giving me all that information and more. I'm allowed to specialize according to the kind of market I'm in. It makes apprentices like me perfect for the customers we're serving by helping us develop a specifically geared skill set.
There are areas of the country in which photovoltaics might be a lot more needed than another area of the country. The same way with instrumentation or industrial sort of work.
You can see the industries that are kind of like fading away in this country, and the electrical industry and the work that we do is becoming so technical and so it's growth oriented. So we are actually in a growth industry.
The core curriculum is like going from the past to the 21st century. Before, it was set in stone what you did and what you didn't do, what you taught, what you didn't teach. This has got your basic core things, but it also has the ability for the committee to make decisions on what is important to them, and basically then that makes it important to us.
The JATC is going to have to decide, well, what subjects do we want them to do? What areas are our contractors, our customers, where's the meat of our work? Because we want to make sure they're well trained, in some of those specialty areas.
If your situation changes 6 months from now, we can change right with it. That's the whole advantage of the core curriculum.
And at the end of the day, it's about delivering what the customer needs, a well-trained electrician that's going to get the job done and make them money.
Core curriculum really empowers the local JATC to make choices about their related instruction for their apprentices that best reflect the needs of their contractors and the electrical community.
Thanks for that story, Don. Well, that's it for this edition. We would ask you to follow us on Twitter, or at the very least sign up for our e-newsletter above by clicking subscribe. I'm Tom Green. For Dom Geritano, we'll see you next time.